And when the kids join, they will repeat some of the things so that that way you guys will be doing revision of what we learned, and for them it'll be like learning the concepts. So yeah, welcome to the class V1. This is your first class, so thanks for joining. There are a couple of things that I want to repeat myself for V1 and any new kid in future to be aware of. One is we focus extensively on tables, meaning my objective is to make sure that, let's say, if the kids are in level 1, when I say level 1, I mean from 3rd to 5th grade, that is level 1 here in my classes. If they are in level 1, they should know tables till 10 to 12. When I say table till 12, it has to be like this. If I say 12 7 should be D4. If the kids are thinking, oh, 12 7 is 12 5 is 60, 12 6 is 72, 12 8 7 84. No, we don't want tables to be like that, because tables are the backbone of math. So if you are in level 1, meaning up to grade 5, we'll make sure that we practice tables enough and become very comfortable with the tables till 12, 10 to 12. If you are in level 2, meaning 6 to 8, our goal will be to make sure that we are solid with tables up to 16 by the end of the school year. Meaning, let's say right now you guys are starting 6th grade from August. By the mid of or beginning of next year, basically by January, February of 2025, I would want to make sure that everybody in level 2 is solid with table up to 15 or 16. Okay, and then level 3 is SAT, when you don't have a chance to go around. So for all the kids in level 3, I would want to make sure that they are solid with table till 20. When I say table till 20, meaning from 2 till 19. Digitesh. So that's the goal. So what we do is we will first do a quick check on the tables in every Saturday class. Okay, I'll ask you guys some questions and see how quickly you're able to respond, and based on how solid you are with tables, I'll give you guys tasks. Say, okay, fine, by next Saturday make sure this much is done. Okay, that is one. And then we pick up a topic and then we talk about it. So today we are going to do two things. One is we are going to do check of tables, like Gitesh and Pranav, they've already been in the class in the past. So we'll check on how comfortable they are with the tables that they were asked to. And then we'll come to you also, V1. And after 5-10 minutes, then we'll switch on to the topic that we want to learn, which is solving equation with one unknown. Okay? Yeah?
Yeah.
Everybody with me? Everybody can hear me okay?
Yes.
No issue following my English, right? No. Because you guys speak the American way, yeah? I have learned English the Indian way, yeah? So that's where there'll be a little bit of difference between the way you guys speak and the way I speak, but as long as you can follow me, hear me okay, we are good. Alright, so let's start with the tables first. So Gitesh, you want to go first?
Sure.
Table till 12. I don't want to go to 13. Let's make sure that we are solid till 12, okay? 12 5 ja.
60.
6 9 ja.
Sorry. 54.
8 8 ja.
64.
7 9 ja.
63.
7 5 ja.
35.
6 9 ja.
54.
12 6 ja.
72.
7 8 ja.
56.
12 4 ja.
48.
12 9 ja.
108.
11 7 ja.
77.
13 3 ja.
39.
So that was a trick question for you, right? So I
I
have.
people
Yeah.
in 10, but not that well.
So that's fine. So I was just checking on that, and I'll see again. It's not about asking simple question or trick question. I was just checking how much you are processing a question before trying to answer that. Yeah.
And it's 59.
Yeah. So you did pretty good. I see that you are quick with your answers and you know you have memorized the tables, but I would not want to stop here. Meaning, questions like 9 6 it took you a couple of seconds. 9 6 54.
Yeah.
If it takes couple of seconds, that means there's still scope for improvement. And what I would suggest, like I always do, spend 5 minutes every day. Okay? Spend 5 minutes of your unproductive time every day to revise tables. Okay? You don't have to do table from 2 to 12. Look, come over. So you don't have to do table from 2 to 12 every day. If you guys give me just 1 second, let me check. There is one student who was supposed to join who has not joined yet. Just 1 second. Where are you? Me? Alright. So yeah. Use 5 minutes of your unproductive time. Whenever you are free doing nothing, waiting for something, check. Do I remember table of 12? 12 into 12, 12 to 24, 12 to 36, 12 to 48. And likewise you can go on. So make sure that you are spending 5 minutes consciously every day till you are solid with the tables, and do that in a more playful way. Let's say if you have memorized the table 12, or let's say Gitesh you start 13. Well, the day when you memorize 13, you will go and challenge your dad, saying, okay, daddy, I have memorized table 13. Ask me some questions. Let's see how much time I'm taking. Do that like a sport, and you will be able to kind of enjoy it, and you'll be able to memorize it also. Okay. All right. So let's go to Pranav. So overall, a very good job, Gitesh. No question about it. I just want you to get a little more better with the tables, okay?
Okay.
So 5 minutes, that's the only thing you have to do. Now let's go to Pranav. Are you ready, Pranav?
Yes, sir.
6 9 ja.
54.
12 8 ja.
96.
6 8 ja.
48.
12 9 ja.
108.
7 9 ja.
63.
You guys are, I think you guys are taking a little bit pressure here. Don't take pressure. You don't have to rush. It's just a sample check, okay? We're just checking, how close are we. Okay, so take it easy. Don't rush, but yeah. 8 9 ja. 72.
Yeah, 72.
12 9 ja.
108.
11 8 ja.
88.
7 7 ja.
49.
Oh. So I don't have much doubt here, Pranav. You seem to be well versed with the table, but we certainly have scope for revising it, spending 5 minutes with the tables. Make use of your summer break, and let's spend 5 minutes every day, okay? And once you memorize the table, wherever you're getting stuck, see, it happens. Like I can tell you, Gitesh gets stuck with 9 6 9 6 54. I have gotten him stuck a couple of times. So that's why I make sure that I will remind him. Okay? So it happens. There are kids who get stuck with 12 9 Okay? So the numbers where you get stuck, do it 2 3 times. Okay, 9 6 54, 9 6 54, 9 6 54. And that doesn't take more than 20 30 seconds. Okay? So let's make sure that table till 12 is revised with 5 minutes of effort every day, and by next Saturday I want to make sure that Gitesh and Pranav, they don't go wrong, they don't take time with table up to 12. Okay, you guys are pretty close to being there, but I think we have to do a little more. Okay, yeah, okay. Now let's go to Goshika. Goshika is here in the classroom. So let's see. 5 9
45.
12 6
72.
11 8
88.
7 9
60.
9 6
54.
6 9
54.
7 8
72.
7 8
6.
56 56 8 9
72.
12 9
1 away.
11 3
33.
4 8
32.
Okay. So again, same thing with Gaussian also. Very close to being accurate, very quick. Needs little bit. Yeah. Okay. So let's do that. So don't spend more than 5 minutes every day, but 5 minutes is not a lot of time. So you guys just figure out what is that unproductive 5-minute window of your time which you want to use for revising the table. And then as soon as you revise, as soon as you memorize, challenge somebody in the family. Say, okay, ask me questions. If I give you all 5 right answers in less than 30 seconds, I get a candy. If you like candy, yeah? Alright, let's go to Myra. Myra, are you ready?
Here.
Okay. 8 9
72.
6 8
50. 48.
7 7
49.
8 7
56.
12 4
48.
8 8
64.
9 9
81.
11 5
55.
Okay, good job. This is where we'll stop. So let's go to Vivan before we start our class. I mean, class has already started before we start our topic for the day. So Vivan, and again, I would not know how much you have done in the past, but it's okay. It's just an exercise to figure out how much we know. Okay. So Vivan, if I ask you, table up to which number you think you are comfortable, and just be honest. That's okay.
12.
Till 12. Let's try. 6 8
56. I mean, 48.
48. 11 8
88.
12 6
72.
4 9
436.
9 8
72.
10 6
60.
7 7
49.
12 9
12 9 are 108.
11 7
77.
6 9
54.
9 6
54.
Okay. So you seem to be good with tables. So again, this was not to kind of put anybody on the spot for that matter, right? I mean that when I ask questions, I ask it to know how much we know and from where we have to start. Okay. So whenever I ask some stupid questions, bear with me. Don't worry about it. Okay. And again, in this class, one thumb rule to follow is none of us need to be scared of what we do. What we do as in, if you have been asked a question, don't be shy and keep it to yourself. Don't think that am I right, am I not right? Because if you do that, that is when you will restrict yourself and not give the answer. Always give the answer after thinking a little bit about it, and keep that fear aside for being right or wrong. Okay? It's important to know what we know. What we don't know, we will learn. Okay? Alright, so that is the conceptual part of it. Vivan, there's one thing for you that I want you to know, that is called TRAN. This is a method that we use. This is not something that you'll find in any other book. This is a method that we follow in the class. T stands TRAN. This is a method that is used for solving any and every sum now or in future. Okay? This is something I have devised for you guys. T stands for trust. If you get any question, any sum, any math to be solved, trust yourself that yes, if anybody can solve it, I can solve it. And keep that trust with you always. Okay? Always believe that yes, I can solve it. Everybody else has heard it so many times from me, but since you are new in the class, I am telling it to you. Next is R. R stands for read. Read, read, read and read as many times you need to, till you get bored and tired of reading the question. So if you have a sum to solve, don't jump to solve it. Read that question couple of times. If you read the same question 2 times, 3 times or 4 times, you will see that the question becomes easier. Okay? So trust yourself, read the question again and again. A stands for analysis. That is where after you have read the question enough, once you understood what is being asked, then you start thinking, then you apply your brain, and that is when you analyze, okay, this is the question which is giving me this, all these information, and this is what it is asking me to find out. Now, what do I know the formula? What is the kind of calculation I have to do? That is when you analyze. In your mind, you make your blueprint, that this is how I'm going to solve it. And then comes the next step, or the last step, that is called N. N stands for Nike, which is just do it. If you guys remember the slogan of Nike, that says just do it. So after you have gone through the first 3 steps, then you start doing it. The biggest mistake we make while solving any sum is we start doing it. Doing it is the last step. Trust is something that you will keep to yourself. That is a part of your personality. That is what we have to kind of inject in ourselves, say, okay, fine. If I have to solve a math, I have to always trust that yes, I can do it. Let me try doing it. Okay? So don't look at the question and say, oh, this looks to be very difficult, I cannot solve it. No, that's a big mistake. Never think that. That's where the T is going to be part of your personality. You'll not do it always, but RAN, right? Read the question again and again, analyze how you're going to solve it, and then recall Nike, just do it. So that will be part of your approach. That's why I'm stressing on this one. I know many of the kids who have attended my class so many times, they are already tired and bored of it, but this is part of it. Yeah? Okay, so today we are going to learn solving problem with, it's called solving equation with one unknown. That's the name of the topic. And this is essentially taken from the book of 8th grade. Okay? This is a topic from 8th grade. I'm randomly picking a topic and then teaching you guys one after another. Okay? So if you guys have any preference that this week we would want to learn this, send me a text message. We'll learn this. Otherwise, I'll pick up any topic and I'll keep teaching you guys. Solving equation with one unknown. Solving equation with one unknown. What exactly is this? Solving equation with one unknown. What is that we're trying to do? Any
You're
guess?
trying to solve something that is not, it's not a real number. You're trying to solve for it.
Okay. Look at this one and look at this one. First one is, I'm just reading it for you guys, okay? X plus 16 equals to 27. That's one equation. And second equation is x plus 25 equal to y. So first equation is x plus 16 equal to 27. Second equation is x plus 25 equal to y. What is the difference here? Or maybe we want to take a pause here. We don't want to proceed further. Let's spend 5 minutes to do a postmortem of the word equation. What exactly is the equation?
It has an equal sign.
Has an equal to sign? Okay. Any other definition for an equation? Any other way to describe what is an equation? Anybody? Maida, Gitesh, Pranav, Divan, anybody?
Do you want an expression or?
I want you to tell me what is your understanding of equation, okay? See, not everything is math. There's a lot about English, right? So I'm not telling maths. I'm asking you what is an equation.
A equation is a problem that is not solved. It's just like a problem.
Okay. Any other way of describing it? Myra, Hitesh, Devan.
The way I used to describe it is equation is basically an expression but with like an answer. Then the answer can also be like an x or a y.
Okay. I will still try to keep it even simpler than that. But okay, that's one more answer. Okay, Gitesh, you want to give it a try, or Myra?
Or like something that has like numbers or
Okay. Numbers and variables. Myra, what's your way of describing it?
maybe something that needs to be solved. It involves
Okay.
numbers.
So you guys are, I think, way too grown up for me. Okay, I'm still thinking like a toddler. When I say toddler, I want to keep it very simple. What is equation? Look at it like in English, like I said. Equation is when you're trying to equate two things, when you're trying to compare two things, when you have an equal to sign. Let's say if I ask any of you, what is your age? You'll say my age is 11 years. Somebody will say my age is 12 years. Somebody will say my age is 13 years. Or you will say my age equals to 20. Let's say if I'm putting my age, don't get scared, okay? If I say my age equals to 48 years, this equal to, there are two things. Don't take me seriously, I might be less than that, I might be more than that, okay? So, I'm saying look at this like an equation. I'm comparing one thing with another thing with an equal to sign. If I would have said my age is less than 48, what does it mean? It is a value which is less than 48. If I put a equal to, it is equal to 48. If I put greater than, that my age is not 47, it is not 48 also, it's greater than that. So it could be 49, it could be 50, it could be 125 also. Yeah? So what I'm saying is, an equation is a way to compare two sides of an expression by using an equal to sign. Or you don't have to, nobody will ask you, give me a definition of equation, but so don't worry about it. What I'm saying is, an equation is a way to compare two things. And your tool is this, equal to sign. If I say x equals to y, what it means is, x is one thing, y is another thing, and this equal to sign tells me that both are same. So equation is something which comprises of an equal to, and it has two sides of the story, and equal to sign helps you solve it. Now I get the example of my age is equal to 48. Now let's look at one more example. If I say, which month is this? This is May. Yeah. So this month I will write as 5. Okay. This is, May is over already. We are in June. So this is June. This is the 6th month going on. We just started from today. Now, I don't want to say this month, okay? I will say whatever is the number of month, if I add 3 more to it, it will be the 9th month. Meaning, whatever be the number of month, I don't know whether it is 6 or 5 or 4, it is April, May or June, I don't know. If I give you guys an equation, if I give you a situation saying, whatever is the number of month right now, if I add 3 more to it, it becomes September. Okay. Whatever is the current month, if I add 3 more to it, it becomes September. Tell me what is current month. You will write this in the form of equation. Okay. Let's say current month is X. If I add 3 more months, it becomes September. September is what? September is the 9th month. This is the equation. On one side you have some variables and some constants. On the other side you might have a situation where you have some variables here also. So equation is nothing but you have an equal to sign and two sides. On one side you will have some variables and constants. On other side also you will have some variable and some constants. You may or may not have variable on both the sides, but you can have. Okay. Now coming back to a simplified way of looking at it, like a baby, I said. An equation, I will not have any equation without an equal to sign. That is the first thing. If I have an equal to sign, that's an equation. Now, in any equation, I'll have two sides because I cannot compare one thing. I have to have two things to compare. When I say equal to, greater than, lesser than, you have to have two sides. So that is what is equation. Now, any question before I move forward?
No.
Now, Vivan, Pranav, Myra, Goshika, everybody okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, look at this. (2x plus 8 equal to 72). Don't try solving it, okay? Tell me what do you observe here? What is that you see in this? This is an equation because I have an equal to sign. I have 2x plus 8 on one side and 72 on the other side. That is second observation. 72 is a constant. That is third observation. 8 is also a constant. That is the fourth observation. This guy seems something different, right? 2x or 2 times x, whatever you call it. Yeah? What is x? Do I know?
The x is unknown.
X is unknown. We call it variable. That can vary. So when you talk with respect, see x doesn't have its own value, okay? X is dependent on whatever else you have in this equation. If this was not 8, this was 80, value of x would have been different. If this would have been minus 22, the value of x would have been different. So x's value depends on whatever else you have in the equation. So x's value keeps on varying depending on how your equation is framed. Okay? So x is called a variable or called an unknown. Okay? So does this give you guys a prelude to what we're trying to learn? Now let's look at few more examples. Look at the first equation and look at the second equation. What do you observe? And again, I'm not wanting you guys to solve any sum right now. I want you guys to be 100%, 200% sure about the concepts before we try attempting to solve any of them. Okay? First equation is 22x minus 73 equal to 105. Second equation is x minus 2y equal to 16. What is your observation by looking at these two equations?
It's a equation.
Okay. Both are equation. Okay. What is Gausika's observation?
The first one has a bigger answer than the second one.
First one has a bigger answer than the second one. I'll take it for now. Okay. What else? Pranav, Vivan, Myra. What is your observation? Don't be shy in sharing your observation. It could go wrong. That's fine.
They both have variables.
The x can change depending to the factor of the other numbers.
Okay, that is true for any equation. Okay, Kaushika, you were saying something.
I said they both have variables.
Both have variables. Okay, you guys are getting closer. What else? See, my eyes are not as good as all of you. Okay, I'm getting older. My power is increasing, but my observation cannot go wrong, and so would be the case. So has to be the case with you guys also. Now look at it more carefully along with me. 22x minus 73 equal to 105. What I'm doing, I'm just reading it, right? Again the same thing. I trust myself. So T part is always silent but understood. RN is what I'm doing. 22x minus 73 equal to 105. I'm reading it. X minus 2y equal to 60. The biggest difference between these two equations is this equation has 22x. X is the unknown. Then a constant, another constant. This equation has one unknown. Y also we don't know what it is. Second unknown. Then a constant. So first equation is with one unknown. Second equation is with two unknowns. That's one of the biggest difference. So today in this class we are going to talk about equation with one unknown. So our learning is going to be pretty much confined to this form of the equation where we are going to deal with one unknown or one variable. Two unknowns is something that we will learn in the due course, not today probably. Okay? Is that making sense?
Yes, it does.
So when I look at this equation, right? When I am given a question, by reading it loud and clear, 22x minus 73 equal to 105. When I read this 2-3 times, when I get bored, what is my takeaway from this? I see, oh, I have one variable and two constants. So this is an equation with one unknown or with one variable. That has to be my takeaway. And then when you go to the A part of it, TRA, analyze, I'll see, okay, fine. I have an equation with one unknown and this one. So basically what I have to do is get all similar things on one side and then solve. That's my analysis. I know that, okay, fine. This number constants have to be brought together. Then I can find the value of x. This is my analysis. And that is Nike. You start moving the numbers, start playing with it. Yeah? Any doubt so far?
No, sir.
Okay. So now let's play with this a little bit more. So in this class we don't study, we play. And we play with maths. That's my objective. I want you guys to play with it. If I give you guys 4x plus 20 equal to 76, find out the value of x. Who all can solve it? And again, I have not taught this so far. I am just checking who all knows it already. 4x plus 20 equal to 76. Find out the value of x. Who all knows it? You can just raise your hand. If you don't know how to solve it, you can just raise your hand so that I can start from scratch.
If you don't know how to do it or you do know.
If you don't know how to do it, you can just raise your hand. Okay, you have not done it before, that's good. I have an opportunity to teach something. How about you, Bivan and Pranav, Myra?
Oh, I know how to do it.
You know how to do it? You guys know how to do it?
Yes.
So find out the value of x and let me know. I'm giving you guys maybe 3-4 minutes to solve it.
Answer.
You have the answer?
I got 14.
You got
X equals 14.
x equals 14 is one answer. Who got another answer? What was the answer, Pranav, for you?
X equals 14.
Okay, how about you, Vivan?
I'm still in the process.
Okay. Myra, how about you?
X equals 14.
Okay. Okay. So we seem to be having concurrence here with respect to the answer. Let's see if Vivan gives me a different answer.
Yes, I got 14 too.
Okay. So here I will just do a quick revision of how it is to be done. It is about knowing how do we see. So far we have seen equation where we know that okay, there will be an equal to sign, there will be some variables, some constants on both the sides. Now we have to learn how to solve an equation. If I have an equation, I know most of you know, I'm just doing it to make sure that it remains in your repository, right? Where everything gets recorded here, it will remain in YouTube, and whenever you get any doubt, you can look at the video and make sure that you're not missing anything. Now, whenever you have an equation, what you have to do is, when you have to solve it, okay, always look at bringing the apples together, oranges together, meaning similar things together on one side, and that helps you solve it. Now when I say similar things together, or apples or oranges together, apples in one basket, oranges in another basket. Let's say this equal to sign is like my basket. So one side of the basket one thing, other side of the basket other thing. Okay, now I have a 4x plus 20. By no means I can add 4x and 20. If you let's say have 10 apples and 2 oranges, add them together, what happens? It remains 10 apples, 2 oranges. Add it one more time, it remains 10 apples, 2 oranges. Doesn't change. It doesn't become 11 apples and 1 orange, right? Because they are different. So here also if you try adding them or subtracting them, nothing happens. You bring similar things in one side. So get numbers together and the variables together. That way, if you let's say have 1x plus 3x, you know that 1x plus 3x becomes 4x. So bring similar things together. That's the key. I have 4x plus 20 plus 76. So let's bring similar things together. 4x has no sibling. It doesn't have anything similar to it. Let it remain on one side as an orphan. Okay? And then I have 76. I am trying to move 20 towards 76. How do I do it? I have a plus 20 here, plus 4x plus 20 here. If I move 20 this side, my plus has to change to minus. If it was minus, if it is moved, it becomes plus. So that's the deal. If you are moving a plus to other side of this thing, it becomes plus. Or if you are moving a minus to other side, it becomes plus. That is one way of doing it. You don't have to do it. You can do it like this. That I am moving it, it's a plus, it becomes minus. Say 76 minus 20 is 56. So 4x equals to 56, x equals 56. See again, same thing. Equal to sign. If you are moving a plus to other side, it becomes minus. If you are or minus, it becomes plus. Same thing, multiplication, division. If something is multiplied, if you are moving another side, it becomes a division. So if it's here, 4 into x, if you just take this out and move to other side of equal to sign, it becomes a division. It moved this way. If it was x by 4, it would have gone this way. Okay? Or there is another way, right? So x equals to 56 by 4, that gives you 14. 14 4 is 56. Yeah? Now, there is another way of doing it. The same thing. If I have to move 20 to other side, I was trying to move this guy. There is another way, right? People do, okay, fine. Whatever I have here, I will subtract this side and I will subtract this side. Yeah? That's what people do. Okay, so 20 minus 20, this becomes this. So I have 56. So you can either move it from, it becomes plus to minus, or you can do it this way. Like I was saying, 4x equal to 56. I was saying, okay, you can move it this way, downward, or it becomes this. If you have to take out from here. Second thing you can do is, okay, 4x equal to 56. What people do is, I will divide by the same number both the sides. So I will divide by 4 here, divide by 4 here. And that is how this and this gets knocked off. So x equals to 56 by 4. So there are different ways you can do this. But net, when you are solving an equation, your objective has to be always that I will keep similar things in one side so that I can deal with them together. Okay? Yeah? Now, let's do one more sum and then we will talk about next steps. So, let's say if I tell you 17x plus 2x minus 5 equal to 18 minus 6x. What is your observation? Don't try solving it. What is your observation by looking at this equation? 17x plus 2x minus 5 equal to 18 minus 6x. What is the observation by looking at this equation? This is still an equation with 17x plus 2x. So these are two unknowns and then a constant. On the other side we have another constant and then unknown. But good thing is all the unknowns here are similar nature. So this 17x is one type, x is only, so all the unknowns are x. So there is only one type of unknown, only x is the unknown. Whatever be the value of x, that will be applicable for all the three. So there is only one unknown, that is one thing. What will be your approach? You will put all the good things, all the related things together. Yeah?
Can you the board is kind of blurry.
Yeah. I will just read it for you, okay?
Okay.
Because the video that I will send to you guys, that will be much clearer. But yeah, somehow this Chromebook has this problem. Okay. So whenever you look at this equation, right? 17x plus 2x minus 5 equal to 18 minus 6x. It might look complicated, but the same approach. You bring all the good things or similar things together and then solve it. So what you will do, 17x plus 2x. Let's keep all the x on one side. So I'll bring this also here. So minus 6x becomes plus 6x. And then on this side I have 18 and this 5 also goes here. Minus 5 goes other side of equal to, that becomes plus 5. So this is what I have to deal with. 17x plus 2x plus 6x is 25x equal to 18 plus 5, 23. Now you know what happens. You keep x on one side, this is nothing but multiplication. So this becomes division. So the reason why I was trying to solve this was just to repeat the fact that whenever we are dealing with an equation with single unknown, regardless of how many items are there in the equation, if there is only one unknown, one type of unknown, you add the similar things together, you bring all the variables together, you bring all the constants together, and then you should be able to solve it. Now, when you guys deal with equation with one unknown, you don't deal with this kind of problem. You will be given, now you will not be given just simple equation to solve. You will be given a very nice story and then you have to solve it. Now, let me check quickly. We have 15 minutes for the class and how much battery is there in the book? Okay, we have enough battery. So, now let's look at the different flavor of the equation. You will be given equation to solve, that is one scenario. And now comes other situation, okay, where you will be given word problems. Saying this month, this year, we had 20 students coming in the class. Let's say we had some students coming in the class, which was 5 more than what we had last year. So we had some students coming in the class. Let's say any class. Let's say Vivan's class. So Vivan's class or Vivan's section has some students this year, which is 5 more than what this class had last year. Okay. Sum of all the students this year and last year is 45. Tell me how many students we have in the class this year. See, I kind of manufactured this question on the fly, okay? And it's a very normal scenario. Now, I'm repeating myself. since I have not given you guys a write-up of this question, I'm repeating it as if I'm reading it for you. Vivan's class have some students this year, which is 5 more than the number of students the same class had last year. Okay? Vivan's class has some students this year, which is 5 more than the number of students he had last year. Sum of all the students last year and this year is 45. Tell me how many students we have in Vivan's class this year. Everybody heard the question?
Sir, I believe the answer is 25.
Okay. Yeah, okay. You are faster than I expected you to be, which is good. But to everybody else who has not given me the answer, did you guys hear the question correctly? Or completely? Myra, Pranav and Gitesh, Kaushika. Everybody heard the question?
Yeah.
Okay. So that question is not a tricky question, okay? Just that it has too much of story. Right? And that is what will be the nature of the problem that you'll end up dealing with when it comes to equations. This is one type of problem that you'll end up dealing with, where you'll have a lot of information in the question, you have to read through it, make an equation out of it, and then solve it. I think that's what you did, Vivan, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Anybody ready with the answer? No? Myra?
Can you tell me the question one more time?
Okay. Vivan's class has some students this year. Okay. Number of students this year is 5 more than the number of students last year. Some of the student count last year and this year together is 45. Tell me how many students does Vivan's class have this year?
The answer is 25.
25. Okay. So Gitesh, I will repeat. Gitesh, Pranav, Kaushika. Kaushika, you got the answer? Same answer?
No, I
Okay.
didn't get it.
You didn't get. Okay. So see, here's the thing. When you read the question a word problem, this is how you have to go step by step. And this is not the only type of problem. Okay. That is where the Tran method helps you. Okay. Where you have to read the question multiple times. This is one of the easiest problem to solve, but this could go wrong if you don't read the question correctly. Okay. I'm repeating myself. Vivan's class has some students. So there's some. What is that sum? Nobody knows. Even I don't know right now. So Vivan's class has some students. Let's assume whatever we don't know is x. You can choose x, you can choose y, you can choose z, you can choose r, s, t, whatever you want to pick. Don't pick 1 or 2. Okay? Don't pick a number because that is not known yet. Okay? So we are using a variable. Vivan's class has some students this year. Okay? Now comes the second sentence. So whatever we read, we have just noted down. The number of students this year is 5 more than the number of students last year. Number of students this year is 5 more than the number of students last year. So that means if this year is x, last year it was 5 less. It is 5 more than the last year. That means if my number this year is x, last year it was 5 less. Okay. Now it says, third line, sum of the student count last year and this year together is 45. So this year we have x student, last year we had x minus 5 student. Sum of these two is 45. Now you guys got the equation. It's very easy. You put similar things together, x and x together, constant and constant together. That will make you move this guy. So these two are on the one side, so you just add them. X plus x, 2x. Okay? Equals. I want to get rid of this guy from this side, meaning I want to move this guy from here to this here so that I can do my calculation. So 45 is 45, it's not moving. 5 is moving. Here it was minus 5. It moves to the other side. Minus becomes plus. Okay? Only thing you have to remember is minus becomes plus, plus becomes minus when you move it to the other side of equal to. Multiplication becomes division, division becomes multiplication if you move it across the equal to sign. Okay? Now you have everything at your hand. 2x equals 50. So x equals 50 by 2. Because here it's multiplication, becomes division. You made this guy move, other side equal to sign. Now here, there's nothing complicated here. It's a very easy thing. But then the trick was in the question. That is where you have to, you cannot do away with what I have forced on you guys. You have to read the question again. When you read the question couple of times, you'll be able to convert that into equation. When you put that into equation, then you'll be able to solve it. Yeah? That's the easier part of it. Now, another thing, whenever you are dealing with equation is not maths, it's English. It's like you are explaining something to somebody. Now, look at this one. Let's say I got this equation. Yeah? X plus x minus 5 equal to 45. What I'm doing here, I'm telling a story. X plus x minus 5 equal to 45. Okay, so if I add these two together, x plus x is 2x. 2x minus 5 equal to 45. Don't put any discount when you are writing this story, okay? When you are doing the sum, do it step by step, like telling story to somebody. So in case you go wrong, you'll be able to review it. If you say this, so x equals to 25, you would not know how this equation became this. And if you have done it right, wonderful. If you made a mistake, even better. There's no way you can recover. There's no way you can review. So when you're solving a sum, make sure that you're telling it like a story. You're going step by step. You're not jumping, you're not hopping. Because if you do so, it becomes more interesting. Yeah? Now I'm saying, okay, fine. Let me do it one by one. Now I'm moving this guy. So this becomes plus. From here, what happened? First I added the x together, did nothing with this guy. Okay, fine. Let me not do two things together because that will get me confused. I might end up missing something. Now I have this. In this step, what is happening? It's visible that, okay, this guy moved to this side, minus became plus. Now that means 2x equals to 45 plus 5, 50. So far there is a flow of the story. Don't break this flow of the story, okay? When you are doing the sums. Because it will help you review. Any exam, in every exam that you give now or in future, what happens is you get some time to review, and if you don't capture it correctly, you don't know what to review. You would not know what to review and you can go wrong. Okay? So that is all that we wanted to learn today. I will give you guys some assignment. I will upload the video of the class by today, tomorrow. Send you guys the link. I will send some assignments also for, I'll send the assignment by maybe Monday or Tuesday. Once we finish today and tomorrow's class, I'll give you guys assignment for the two classes. It will not be a lot of assignments like Kaushika, Gitesh, Pranav, they all know. I don't give a lot of assignments, but I give enough assignments so that we can reaffirm that whatever we have learned, we are able to use that. Okay? So that's what we'll do. So this brings us to the end of the class. Just a quick recap what we did. We revised tables and everybody knows who has to practice what. Then we looked at what is the basic definition of an equation. How do we relate that with our understanding of an equation. Then we learned what are different types of equations where we talked about equation with one variable, equation with or one unknown, or equation with multiple unknowns. We did not solve any other sums with multiple unknowns, but we solved a couple of sums with single unknowns. And we also looked at some flavors of how do we solve a word problem using equation. Okay, that is all that we have done. Any question before we try concluding the class? Gitesh, Pranav, Vivan, Myra, Rashika, anybody, any questions, any doubt?
No.
No?
No.
Clear?
No.
Now, Vivan?
No, sir.
Okay. So, Vivan, I mean, you. This is your first class, that's why I'm asking, because that's more important for me to know. Any student joining the class, are you able to follow me? Okay.
Yes, sir.
You can hear me fine.
Yeah.
Only problem is the quality of what you see on the screen may not be great because this is more like a stopgap arrangement. But when I'm recording it on an iPad, which has much clearer visibility of the video. So I'll upload it, and then when you see it, I'm sure you would like that quality of the video. Okay.
Okay, sir.